you ever walk into like a friend's house? Like, I feel like we all have that friend where you walk into her house, she's a working mom, she's got like 3 kids and her house is always spotless. She probably has like a dog or two too. And you're like, oh my God, I can eat off your floors. Like, how do you magically do this? Do you have superpowers, right? You're like, why does my house not look like this? So today I'm going to give you actually 10 tips to keep your home clean, especially if you're a working mom. Hi, I'm Margo Staten of BeGoodToYourselfByMargo.com. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Here, I teach you simple strategies to improve your quality of life. So today we're going to talk about 10 ways that you can have a house that looks spotless like that if you have kids and you have dogs. Now, I have a daughter. You know, I have a large breed dog, so you would think that, you know, my house would be quite messy, and it's actually not. It used to be quite messy, but once I kind of streamlined the process, I find that my home is always clean, and it looks good, and it makes me feel good, right? So it is 100% possible. I'm going to teach you 10 strategies today. I promise you this is not anything crazy. You can all do these tips. Okay, let's start with number 1. So before you even do anything, what I want you to do is evaluate your schedule, right? So you want to kind of take a look at what your Monday through Sunday looks like and where you might have, or rather set aside time to put in certain cleaning routines, right? The expectation is not that you're cleaning everything once a week, especially if you're a working mama. That is unrealistic. Okay, so first evaluate your schedule and identify where you can set aside time to input cleaning routines. Number 2, you do a to-do list. Now, I really don't recommend kind of keeping a to-do list in your head, right? Because we will get distracted with a lot of mayhem that happens in our lives on a daily basis, especially if we have children. But I do recommend creating a to-do list. You could do it in an Outlook calendar, in a Google calendar. Me, I'm like very old school. I prefer printables. Like, I like to write things down by hand. I'm still the person that likes to hang things up on my refrigerator. Again, you can actually go on Etsy. I'll leave a link down below. I actually have a lot of, you know, organizational productivity and to-do lists, so you can do that. You can also just take a blank piece of paper and kind of just go Monday through Sunday and pencil in the times where you're able to do cleaning. So that's a really, really good way to do it. Number 3, do what you hate first. We procrastinate doing things that we do not like. So my recommendation, if what you hate is laundry, then prioritize that somewhere early on your to-do list, right? And kind of get it out of your way. Number 4, and this is probably the most important thing, is to maintain it, right? With children, with animals, with pets, with partners, things get messy very, very quickly. So if you allow things to pile up, it's naturally going to take you longer to clean it, right? Same thing, laundry, right? I personally hate laundry. I do not like laundry, and I do not like washing the dishes. I really don't, right? But if you allow, especially a cleaning habit that you dislike, to pile up, it's going to take you, instead of 2 hours, it might take you 6 hours. It might take you 8 hours. So maintaining the cleanliness is kind of important. I promise you, those friends of yours that have the really, really clean house, one of the biggest hacks and one of the biggest things that they do is they maintain it. On a daily basis, they might Swiffer, they wipe things down, you know, after the kids eat, they will clean up the table, they will wash the dishes. Again, they don't allow these things to pile up. I know, look, not all of us enjoy cleaning. I understand that, but maintaining cleanliness and not having things kind of get too out of control will actually save you more time. Number 5, have your kids help. Create a little chore list, a little to-do list, right? Empower them, have them help. So one of the things, for example, that my daughter helps out with is she helps with washing the dishes, and she is also responsible for making her bed every morning as well as Swiffering the house. Okay, those are her chores. So again, I recommend, if you have children, especially if you have children that, you know, are a little bit older and are capable of helping, engage them, right? And have them help you. Have them, even after they play, have them, you know, pick up their toys. I know a lot of times they don't want to. A lot of times, just to save time, we do it for them. And it's kind of going to be a little pain in the butt, you know, if you haven't had your kids help you and sort of have a chore to-do list, and now all of a sudden you're telling them to do these things, you know, you might experience a little bit of resistance. But in the long run, it'll save time and it'll keep your space much cleaner. Number 6, tidy up before you go to bed. So again, this kind of goes into maintaining. Clean things up before you go to bed. It's also for the mindset and sort of for our mental health and for our physical well-being. It's really good to go to bed when there is less clutter, when you're not thinking to yourself, oh my God, I have to wash dishes in the morning, or I forgot to do laundry, or maybe I really should have vacuumed. You know, again, try to tidy up as much as you can. I'm not talking about a massive overhaul cleaning, but just tidy up, you know, put things in their place before you go to bed. Number 7, make your bed in the morning. Making your bed in the morning actually makes you more productive and puts you into a positive mindset and doesn't take that long. So, you know, making your bed makes your space already appear cleaner. Again, when we talk about, you know, having your children help, encourage them to make their bed. You know, if they're struggling, do it with them, right? But in the morning, make the bed. Again, makes the space appear more cleaner. Number 8, have a laundry routine. So laundry, I feel like, is one of those things that I had mentioned before. Like, I personally don't like doing laundry, but have a laundry routine, have a scheduled day, you know, and there's kind of 2 schools of thought. Like, I'm somebody, to be very honest, I do laundry every single Sunday. That is what works for me. That is when I tend to have more time. It's also when I'm doing more of the heavy duty cleaning, such as cleaning my floors. So it kind of works out because I pop the laundry in, you know, I vacuum, I wash my floors. You know, I take it out of the wash, put it in the dry. Again, it's something that works for me. Other moms have told me that, especially if you have a lot of kids, doing multiple loads throughout the week so it doesn't pile up. So it'll depend on how much laundry you actually have. But again, if you have laundry sort of everywhere, it naturally makes your home look messy. So have a laundry routine. Number 9, clean your kitchen after every meal. I know, mind blown. Like, who wants to do that, right? So a lot of folks will kind of wait until the end of the day to clean their kitchen. It piles up, you know, as you know, moms especially, when you're cooking something on the stove, if you don't clean it up right afterwards, it sticks and it is a pain in the butt. Like, have you ever found yourself in the evening after cooking like a ton of meals and you're just scrubbing the stove or the oven and like nothing's coming off and eventually you just give up? It'll save you a lot of time if you clean up after every meal. Okay, so, you know, after breakfast, things are put aside, dishes are washed. After lunch, same thing. After dinner, same thing. Again, nothing monumental, right? Just take a wet Bounty, wipe down the table, wash the dishes, put them to dry, or pop them into your dishwasher. But cleaning up after every single meal will maintain the cleanliness. And quite honestly, the kitchen typically is probably one of the messiest looking rooms in our house. So that is a really nice tip as well. And finally, number 10, declutter. You know, a lot of times our homes appear messier than they really are because we have a lot of crap, right? It's just we have too much stuff. We have too many trinkets. We have too much clothes lying around. Our kids have too many toys. You know, declutter your space. My recommendation is, you know, maybe 3 or 4 times a year, get together with your family, go through the stuff that you have, throw out what you don't need, what you can maybe donate. But declutter, because we continue to kind of get more stuff. We still have the same amount of space, but we're getting more stuff. But we're not getting rid of the stuff that we no longer need. So I know it's a pain in the butt and it does take time to kind of sit there and evaluate what you need, what you don't need. But I assure you, a lot of the time that, you know, our homes appear so messy is because we just, it's cluttered. And again, clutter is not really good for your mindset either. And it kind of contributes to your stress and anxiety. So those are my 10 tips of keeping your home clean. I hope that you found my video helpful. And always remember to be good to yourselves.